Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We're almost done with the regular season. 4 more weeks to go. And we're done with the regular season of the NFL. So we're gonna kick it off with week 15 starting up here. The first game you got is Thursday Night Football. What a weird matchup this is. This is Chargers at Raiders. The Chargers, they're the Chargers. Really couldn't get much done against the Broncos. The defense had the Chargers hold to 6 points. And the Chargers offense, I don't know anymore. Herbert's banged up. I don't know if he's playing. I didn't check, which I probably should have checked. But I just don't know if he's playing. I think maybe Easton Stick will play. If he's not, Easton Stick's okay. He'll put up points here and there, but I don't think he'll get him the win if Easton Stick plays this game. The Raiders, on the other hand, probably one of the worst games in NFL history. Ended up losing 3-0 at the end. 3-0. It was kind of ugly game for both the teams. I mean, the defenses had them locked up. Props to the Raiders defense, but yeah, their offense just couldn't get it kicking. Either if it was the run game or the passing game. Either way, I do, in fact, have the Raiders winning this game. Both these teams need this win. This is going to determine maybe even playoff spotting. If one of these teams win out, that could be huge. But whoever loses this game is probably will be eliminated from the postseason. So I'm just gonna take the Raiders to win here. I got them winning 23-19 just because I don't know what's going on with Herbert or Easton Stick. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Easton Stick playing. If it was my guess, I don't know. I just got the Raiders winning 23-19. And yeah, Vegas will win this game. Next up, you got the Vikings at Bengals. The Vikings, again, ugly game. So ugly, and they still got the win. They're 7-6, or 7-6, and I don't know what to say about the Vikings. I don't know who's starting in this game either. Either it's gonna be Nick Mullins or Josh Dobbs. I'm guessing Dobbs is gonna come back in. I don't know, man. I just don't really know what's gonna happen. So, on the other hand, freaking Bengals, man, they have been so good. I told everybody, just because Burrow's going down doesn't mean the whole team will. I mean, yes, it hurts not having Burrow. I mean, yeah, it hurts not having him. But even if we had him, I think we might be seeing something like the same results. Not saying that's a bad thing, but that could also mean a good thing. And Jake Browning right now, he's doing pretty well. He did give me a heart attack though after that little wrist muscle thing that happened to him. Yeah, kind of a little messy. But yeah, the Bengals though, he's all right. Jamar Chase still firing. Joe Mixon's he's putting it on. Chase Brown's getting carries, and he got a crazy passing touchdown. And Jake Browning has just looked so good these past weeks. And you know what? Give it to the Bengals fans, man. I got the Bengals winning this game. I just don't know about the quarterback situation going on in Minnesota right now. Their defense is obviously good. I think they're going to hold us to some points that probably could have been scored on this game to the score I have. So I got the score to be 13-26. Bengals win at home again. They've struggled at home, though. That's the worrying thing, but I think they'll get the win. Justin Jefferson's banged up as well. And Madison's out too, I think. Yeah, Minnesota, if they beat us, I think it's time to call it quits. Next up, you got the Steelers at the Colts. The Steelers. They lost on Thursday Night Football against the Patriots. They got their butts kicked. And man, They just kept booing Mitch Trubisky. I mean, it's bad. At this point, you might as well start freaking I forgot his name, Rudolph. You might as well start him. I mean, there's no point. See if he can get you to like 2 wins. Try to get in the postseason with like a 9-8 record. I don't think you're gonna be 10-7. At best, 9-8. Steelers are still in the mix there. They're still in the wild card picture. I think at 7-6. And man, that Steelers Bengals game next week in Pittsburgh is gonna mean a lot to the playoffs. But we're talking about this game. The Colts, on the other hand, they were competitive in the first half, but in the second half, they let it all collapse. Well, yeah, they just couldn't stop our offense. I mean, they had a couple good offensive drives, but some ended in turnovers, fumbles. Our defense is just that really good. But other than that, both these teams coming off losses. I got the Colts bouncing back. One of these teams are going to have 2 L's, and Steelers, I don't think it's your year. You might as well go 8-9 or something. You might as well lose out, honestly, to get a better draft pick, even though 7-10 is not going to get you the best, but hey, it's a draft pick. So Colts, you will win this game 21-17. Next game, you got the Broncos at the Lions. Also, I just want to mention something before I talk about this pick. I'm sorry if it's a little late for everybody. I mean, I was a little busy today. That's all I wanted to say. But anyways, back to this. You got the Broncos at Detroit. The Broncos beat the crap out of the Chargers and had a nice win. Yeah, they're doing fine. And the Lions, I don't know. The Lions need to get their groove back. They can't start losing these games. They're going to have to win eventually. Losing to the Bears really couldn't. I mean, they need some more playmaking abilities on that team right now. Someone's got to make more bigger plays. The defense got to step up. That's the biggest thing. The defense needed to step up in that game, but they didn't. But I actually going to have the Lions stepping up in this game. I smell a dominant win for the Lions after the 2 losses. No, they're not going to freak their fan base out. They're fine. I got them winning 34-10. I think they're just due for a dominant win, and I think the Broncos are due for demolition again. The Lions win 34-10. Next up, you got the Giants at the Saints. What is it with these games, man? The Giants, they beat the Packers somehow and freaked my pick. But, yeah, Tommy DeVito played all right. Wendell Robinson had a phenomenal night. Saquon Barkley did some good things on that team, and yeah, that's what got him the win. The defense stepped up a little bit more. Just seemed like everything went as planned for the Giants. Meanwhile, the Saints, yeah, they won against the Panthers. Not really much off. I really didn't watch much of that game, but I know there was a couple turnovers, I think, from the Saints. And still had, like, a dominant win, right? It was like, well, I forgot the score, honestly. It was like 20-something to 7 or something. I don't know. I don't remember the score, but yeah, Saints got the win. I mean, I don't know why the Giants are trying to win these games all of a sudden. They're 5-8 now. You might as well just lose out. So I got the Saints winning here. They're actually trying to compete for something. Giants, you're going to get eliminated. I'm sorry. Maybe next season. But, meanwhile, Saints win 13-24. Next up, you got the Bears at the Browns. Ooh. Yeah, the Bears beat the Lions. They showed offense the entire game. There was a few drives where it got iffy for the Bears, but their offense had it. Justin Fields had himself a field day. And yeah, things were clicking for the Bears. Even their defense stepped up. And for the Browns, Joe Flacco, looking decent. looking pretty good for the Browns. I don't think he's their guy. He's older, though. That's the problem. He could be their guy, but he's older. I don't know, man. Joe Flacco, he's been firing. And that Browns defense keeps on getting turnovers and everything, you know. Had some interceptions from Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, he was banged up, but yeah, still got some picks from him. But I do have this on upset alert. Who am I going to take? I'm going to take the Chicago Bears because that's what the NFL is like. They like to have these weird teams win. And the Bears are still not totally out of it. They're still kind of competing. They just need the Vikings to lose a lot of these games. And the Packers to lose a lot of these games. And the Bears just need to really win out. So, the Bears ain't done, okay? Chicago keeps it alive here. They're going to win 23-21. I think Fields will have another field day just because he likes to against these defenses. But even against tough defenses, he plays hard. So, probably off a game winner. And the Bears will win this game. Next up, you got the Falcons at the Panthers. The Falcons. They're the Falcons. I mean, couldn't get it done against the Buccaneers. I heard Desmond Ritter had some issues there, of course. And yeah, the Falcons will just keep falconing the NFL up. Meanwhile, we got the Panthers. They just lost to the Saints. I mean, that franchise is so sad right now. They can't get another win. But I will say, I don't think the Panthers will be going 1-12. And just because of that, how the NFC South has been playing out, I have the Panthers winning. Yeah, I got the Panthers getting their second win of the season. This feels like one of these games where Bryce Young will have a breakout game again. And the Panthers will win 24-20. I have a good feeling in the Panthers here. And hopefully the Blue Kitties will get the meowing. And the next game you got is the Buccaneers at the Packers. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons. Again, I haven't seen a lot of these stats. But I heard the Buccaneers defense has been pretty good against a lot of these teams. Interesting. Or their defense. Meanwhile, the Packers just suffered a loss against the Giants. Almost had it at the end, but their defense let Wan'Dale Robinson go downfield in deep field goal range, which was bad. They're not going to win that game. I don't hate the Packers. I just don't think they have the team for it. I would take Tampa Bay, but something tells me Green Bay is just going to win this game. So I am going to have to take the Packers here. I will take them in a close game so it doesn't look too bad of a pick. I will take the Packers to win 26-24. I just think the Packers, they're okay. They're solid. They're a solid team. We can say that. Jordan Love has been balling out. They're a solid team, though. Next, you got the Jets at the Dolphins. The Jets. Okay. The first half was nothing, completely. Their defense balled out in the first half. Their defense played a full game of football, shutting out the Texans. Then Zach Wilson decided to come alive in the second half and put up 30 points in there. 30 points. That is crazy. Who expected that? Not me. But the Jets, I don't know. I mean, they kind of got lucky against that game. I mean, C.J. Stroud got hurt, obviously. But that was the fourth quarter, I think, so I don't think they got lucky. I think they would have had that game anyways. But yeah, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is returning this game. I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to say no. I think they're just going to... I think he's just saying that just to get social media to go, oh, I'm coming back. Yeah. Oh my God, he's coming back. We're going to see Aaron Rodgers, guys. Yeah, no. Anyways, the Dolphins, on the other hand, lost in a shootout with the Titans in the fourth quarter. Both those teams did not deserve the win that night. None of them, because that was just terrific fourth quarter. Yes, there was a lot of offense, but holy crap, there was like 4,000 turnovers. Either it was fumbles, interceptions, stuff like that. It was just crazy. Sacks, I mean, everything was going nuts in that game. And it's like the Dolphins had that game. They were up 13-27 with like 5 minutes left, and then the Titans win 28-27. How do you let that happen? Anyway, I think the Dolphins win here. I mean, they're still competing for the number one seed. They're obviously gonna win. They're obviously gonna win a win, and it's at home in Miami. So, in the Gardens they go. Dolphins win 34-17. Okay. Next game you got is the Chiefs at the Patriots. The Chiefs. Well, Mahomes. Guess who's being the crybaby now? Kinda got cheated against the Bills at the end of that game. It was competitive. Losing 20-17. And if I'm the Chiefs, I would just try to get into the playoffs. No, don't rush it to the first round. You're obviously not the same as like last year or the year before because of that offense. If Kelsey's not going, the team's not going. If he's going, the team's going. That's the thing. And Mahomes can't help it. Nobody can help it. I mean, they cheated. The refs got cheap on them. But I'm happy about that. Thank you, refs. I definitely did not pay them. But yeah, Chiefs fumbled again. Meanwhile, the Patriots, on the other hand, beat the crap out of this dude. Bailey Zappi looking like a good quarterback. The thing with Bailey Zappi is just gotta keep consistency. I mean, even though the Patriots ain't the best team right now, he's just gotta keep some sort of consistency and points on the board. I mean, all you would like to see is 14 points on the board per game. But against the Chiefs are looking for some revenge here in New England. So, I guess I'll take the Chiefs here. I hate to say it, but go Patriots, man. Go Patriots. Hopefully they win that game and make the Chiefs in full panic mode because they lose again. That's totally panic mode. But I got the Chiefs winning 27-10. In the next game, okay, this is interesting. You got the Texans at the Titans. The Texans really couldn't get anything going on offense. I think Nico Collins got hurt. CJ Stroud got hurt. I don't know if CJ Stroud's playing this game. That is the biggest question. If he is, they're winning. If he's not, Long Neck Boy will be coming out and throwing interceptions. That's the question. Meanwhile, the Titans just got a huge victory over the Dolphins. They should have lost that game. Both of them should have, to be honest. But Levis put in the work, got his team down on the final true drives, got the 2-point conversion, got the touchdown after all the mistakes they made, and they paid it off. And the Titans go back home and host the Texans. I still don't know about this Tennessee team. Even if CJ Stroud's playing or not, I think they still win this game. Because, listen, I think the Texans can find some sort of success in that run game. I think they can still put up points. It's just Davis Mills has to play. He has to have one of those good games he usually has every season. I mean, he'll have a good game here and there. But if CJ Stroud plays, they're definitely winning. If Davis Mills plays, I don't know. I'm going to give it to the Texans still. I would give it to the Titans, but I just don't know about the Texans team right now. Even though they did lose Nico Collins for a little bit, I think he'll be back though. I'm not sure. I think he's out for a couple weeks, but shoot, he might be out until postseason if they make it. But if CJ desperately needs to play. I mean, they're in for it. They are. I mean, imagine that though. If CJ plays this game, gets reconcussed, Davis Mills plays the rest of the game. They win it still. They'll be 8-6. And if they win 2 or 1 game, they'll be probably in the postseason with Davis Mills. That'd be funny. That'd be a funny scenario, but Nah. I think CJ will be coming back. I think he'll be fine, hopefully. I really hope that guy gets better because I loved watching him play. I loved watching him succeed. That's my Ohio State quarterback, and hopefully he comes back and balls out against the Titans. So Texans win 23-14. Next game you got is 49ers at Cardinals. The 49ers. Yeah, they beat the Seahawks. Yeah, their defense didn't even play perfect, and yeah, they don't need to play perfect. Just let that offense do what it's doing. They don't need a defense. Put your offense as defense. That's how good they are, honestly. And the 49ers are looking to have that one seed after the Eagles and Dallas tie records with the Niners as well. Yeah, this Niners team losing 3 straight, winning 5 straight once again. Do you think they'll lose 3 straight again? Who knows? I don't think so. But the Cardinals, on the other hand, they enjoyed a bye week. Got the win over the Steelers the week they played. And yeah, things are looking a little bit good for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray's going to have to play good to stay on Arizona, though. But, he's going to have some rough games. This is going to be one of his rough games here, I think. I got the Niners winning 28-7. I just don't know what to say about Arizona. Even with Kyler Murray on the team and Michael Wilson, Randall Moore, Hollywood Brown, I just don't. I mean, there's speed and explosiveness, but I don't know, man. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury's good. So yeah. Anyways, next game. Ooh, I like this game. Washington at Rams. Washington got to enjoy their bye week. I forgot what they did in the last game, and that's all we're gonna talk about is the Commanders. Meanwhile, the Rams, though. The Rams, kind of an interesting win over the Browns, right? They won against the Browns, right? Let me check real quick. Let me check who they played. No, they almost beat the Ravens. They took them in overtime, which was unexpected, but they lost to a game-winning kick from the Ravens. And that really hurts the Rams team. They really were playing for something. They were probably going to be in the wild card, probably one of those wild card spots after that week if they would have won. But honestly, I don't think Washington's as bad as their record. So I'm going to take another upset. Just because there's so many wild cards everywhere, why not make Washington maybe even one of them? So Washington wins in a little bit of a shootout, but not completely a shootout. I got Washington winning 31-17. I think Washington will win that game. Next, you got the Cowboys at the Bills. The Cowboys. Okay. I trusted them, and I got it. Okay, thank you, Cowboys, for proving you're a good team. At least in the regular season. Let's hope you guys can carry that into the postseason, maybe, Anyway, yeah, the Cowboys are a really good team. Defense is good. Dak Prescott should be MVP this year. And yeah, they're just playing phenomenal football. Meanwhile, the Bills, woof, they dodged the bullet. Thank the refs, Bills. They should have lost that game, probably 24-20. Maybe Josh Allen would have took them down to get another touchdown. And then 13 seconds, and then 27, overtime, 33. Never mind. But yeah, the Bills, they won that game. They showed that they're still competing for something. I don't know about this game, though. I'm leaning toward the Bills, but I'm not sure. I don't think the Bills are making the playoffs, though. That's what I'm saying, though. Even if they win this, there's so many AFC teams that are good right now, or have good records. Bengals have the tiebreaker over them. They keep winning games. I mean, it's going to be crazy, so I am going to take the Bills to upset here, though, against the Cowboys. I can smell it far away, man. I smell a dominant win. The Bills haven't had one for a while. This is going to be another one. I don't think the offense of the Cowboys will get it done here. They've struggled before. You know, as we say, the Cowboys look good for like 5 minutes. Or for like, they look good for like 4 to 3 games, and then they just fall apart. So, I don't think they completely fall apart. I think they're just due for a loss. Maybe a blowout loss like this. I got the Bills winning 30. I got them winning 31-10. I don't think it's a blowout that bad. Could be worse, but yeah, I think the Cowboys are just out for another loss. So yeah, and the Bills are showing that they're playing for something. Next up, you got Sunday Night Football. You got the Ravens at the Jaguars. The Ravens won off a game-winning kick return. Omar Jackson looked alright. And OBJ is playing out of his mind now all of a sudden. Things are just looking pretty good for them. And the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence did not look that good. 3 interceptions. I don't know if he threw 4, but I forgot. Last time I saw it, it was 3 interceptions, maybe 4. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the stats. I only saw 3 when it was live. So, yeah, Lawrence did not have the best game. It was close because I kept seeing on the scoreboard, like, the Browns would have the ball, and I checked, like, 30 seconds later, and the Jaguars would just have the ball. I don't know what was going on in that game. But otherwise, I am going to actually take the Jaguars here. They're going to want to claim the division at home, Sunday night football game. It's all set up there. Trevor Lawrence is due for a good game again. Maybe 3 passing touchdowns I'd be looking at from him. But yeah, I think the Jags win here 27-20. I think Baltimore's due for another loss. I'm not saying this is just the NFL, guys. And I think the Jags are due for a win. So there's that. And the last game, you got Monday Night Football. You got some good night football games, you know. Even the Chargers-Raiders game is not too bad. Even if Herbert plays, that's actually an okay game. It's just bad record teams going against each other. And it's one of them's going to get eliminated. But anyways, the Eagles suffering another dominant loss. And uh-oh. Eagles are looking a little fragile. I think they'll be fine, though. I mean, yeah, they're due for it. I mean, they're due for some bad games here and there, but I think they'll be fine. They'll come back here. Against the Seattle team, which I don't know if it's going to have Geno Smith. Again, I don't know how long he's hurt. If Drew Lock plays, I don't think the Seahawks will win against this crazy Eagles defense that's looking to bounce back. And yeah, I see it already. I see the blowout. Yep, Eagles are due for a blowout, guys. Eagles win 38-14. I don't care who plays. I just know that the Eagles are due for a blowout win. And Eagles will win here 38-14. And guys, that is it for the NFL Week 15 predictions. Let me know what you guys think about these predictions. And also, not to mention, last week I went 10-5 for picks. So I had an alright week. But yeah, guys, that is the end of this video. And also, guys, after this video and this video, as we're speaking, has no more bye week teams. We won't see that little board thing I create all the time on the top that says bye week teams. Just to let you know. And yeah. That's the end of this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know what you guys think about these picks. And we'll see you guys for week 16. Hopefully have a good week. Goodbye, guys.